Welcome to Poetry Palace TV. I am Tom Beal, and this is my Diary of a Poet series, episode 28. The intent of this show, if you're new, is to read volume 18, Internal Revolutions, poems I've been writing to my late wife since February 2020. Unfortunately, I have not yet been able to read them in a composed manner. It was suggested that I simply start from the beginning so that I may get used to the idea slowly and add a bit more time to my process before actually trying to read these poems to you. If you would like to read along at another pace, the series is available to read for free at poetrypalacegiftshop.com. The producer of the show, as well as other fans, believe the verse in her volume is quite helpful for those who have lost a spouse. And if you know someone who you feel might be helped, please suggest they check it out. In this episode, we are continuing with Volume 16, Dances in the Dark. Number 1110. Is it possible? Is it possible that everyone is out to get me? Is it possible that my own beliefs caused all my fears? Is it possible attraction is a law to let me? Is it possible knowledge held has cost all my years? Is it possible that every human act is unclean? Is it possible that every human thought is fraud? Is it possible death is all that these eyes have seen? Is it possible lies make perfect creation look flawed? Number 1111. Letting go. I stopped at the Red Arrow Diner. It's been open since 1922. The waitress said she had been working since then. I think she's just folks trying to start lure. After hours could not be finer to sip that sweet Colombian dew. I'll take 6 abortions from Mother Hen, bacon, sausage, and home fries for sure. No batted eye like some young whiner, and a thorough, what flavor toast shall we do? The practiced refill glance now and then, while eyes do the alien landscape tour. Brother Bond was night's headliner, alone but not wanting to see it through. Dreaming of next week's if and when, and more of our karaoke du jour. Number 1112. The first day of spring. The wind is only gusting at 40, and temperatures just hit 41. Looks like the bike will take me to the bank. Just wish there was a little bit of sun. Wouldn't you know, it's garbage day today. I think as I slalom up the street. Wonder, like back in those roll-off days, how much waste this old earth can eat. The fingers aren't happy with biker gloves. Cheeks wish the beard had more curls. The left hand damaged on winter binge twinges when after clutching it unfurls. But after all, it's the first day of spring. North of Boston, you ride when you can. Joints won't remember in June in the sun, and fingers will long since be tan. Number 1113. Regular brownies? Sitting here eating regular brownies, I'm sure the younger me would scoff. But he's in a parallel universe, popping pills trying to get off. 4 months in front of the television, guess probably I am insane. Was just about praying for a vortex, but messages became inane. Was about ready to head for the hills, just to better see it all fall down. Take one of those fabled trips back in time and dive into a bong to drown. But last week I noticed that nothing's changed, and many have not yet deceased. So I decided to play here with the band on time that extra has leased. And was it not Lao Tzu that once said in that book dusting on the shelf, that when the skies are all looking like doom, the problem is found within self? Number 1114. Who's, what, where? I remember writing without rhyme. Remember not counting syllables, too. But memory must have taken me back through time, and that trip would take me farther from you. Who are you, you might ask, if you don't know? You are the one reading right here and now. Of course, my mind left and long ago, and you can't go, though I do think it best for you somehow. This is the mind that roulette suicide, or did some there and then that don't exist. The if and when was ruined on that ride, so hither and yon will be greatly missed. The rage that actions taught has simmered down. Its fires, too, whose smoke I used to ride. The hopes of retribution I've watched drown. Peace appears to be the defeatist's bide. How come it seems each time I win I lose? How come the end is not fun like the means? How does life keep overruling my choose? And when will fortune ever spill its beams? Number 1115, The Last Christian. It had been 7 months since Devon left the station. The stop on the moon was intended to rebuild Mass. Echoes of the evil which filled days on Neo-Earth were now dimmed by biblical studies and let to pass. Devon's sincere attempts to come out and be separate spawned soul contact with the silent shadows on the moon. Aloneness as solid as a liquid drowning pool. The carnal of his heart screamed for human contact soon. Lurid thoughts professed that even an android would do. The bleached clean honey's sales pitch put daggers in his soul. So then there were quoted some verses from Ephesians, but Devon knew that the words would never make him whole. Another mute round with the devil was averted as the proximity alarm was followed by voices. Sweet monotone directives to help the shuttle land, wooing sleep to the anxious of all those past choices. Pain splintered weight-bearing legs, and earth seemed too distant, flagging hopes of revival, confined by self-deceit. All the form and tears, Devon was astutely studied, poisonous gas-breathing workers ready to be wheat. Days dragged into weeks as exercise brought back the strength. Dreams of preaching gospel were the only fair relief. Devon dug with renewed vigor, earning all his keep. The zealot making truth from handed-down belief. Jumping with ease to the shuttle 30 feet above, Devon knew the mission of accomplish was his own. With rockets spitting fire, he left shadows behind to set foot on home planet where never love was shown. With pity full of pockets and Bible held in hand, Devon dared the bleak labor colony full of pride, past the illumined guard with a tear helmet hidden, who wondered how much ego to waste that ride. Number 1117, Scratches of Growth. Saw the Mayan ruins in a grindhouse film, had to call the wife from the other room. Just added our pictures to the screensaver from our recent trip in that barf bag tomb. Yet those vacations with all their splendor are often peppered with moments of naught. I couldn't believe that lunch had fruit cocktail. With my ill with which humor is fraught. Back to Neo-England isolation and my almost favorite sea in solemn dark. The tree of life's display bardic scribble as we burrow beneath expanding bark. Number 1118, Karaoke Pirate. Out on the high seas with the MP3, an hour at night and once maybe 3. Time was a taster, and thank you, Floyd, in the air tonight filled another void. What a wonderful world is a cruise ship song. Then turn the page just to drag them along. Mustang Sally gave them something to do, while us and them, a chant for their rue. What a nice breaker for the Caribbean Sea, shots with the Norwegians, and sure, them with me. He said he'd send a shot and took my address, mentally posted a volume, I now must confess. I don't have a peg leg, and the third looked like wood, I can't exactly say. I sung as one should. But I gave them a dosage of old Screamin' Tom. With those stiff drinks, thought I was the bomb. 1119. Monday afternoon. Drinking coffee and water on a Monday afternoon. Saturday and Sunday setting tile. The stage walls are almost done, but look better by moon. 90 minutes of country road style. Connie Lane Karaoke Club will soon open doors, celebrating living with their song. Join the rotation, do all your favorite encores. But be warned, addiction's pull is strong. Sometimes Screaming Tom's karaoke videos, it's ads. Maybe you're the next video star. This airtime gives Poetry Palace TV its congrats, even if no online site goes far. The chainsaw up a tree and the first bike week in the snow. Should make good clips after Father's Day, after a bike week trip when the beard and hair have to go. Purple of the palace turns to play, returning to the dark when I can steal a little time, bits and pieces of lifetimes of verse. Still prefer days when my eyes are tired from reading rhyme and the other side of the practice curse. Pirate Brothers, number 1120. Back on land with winter waning, the wavy audience fresh in mind. Brother calls about public singing, with last time out a year behind. Late life bar scenes, little singing, can't compare to home marathon. Though the slew, for few public venue, flaunt small-time fame to float upon. All You Zombies was mighty risque, with Sinatra fan and country cloud. Big Brother sang off Miss Jersey Girl, again making young sibling proud. Round 2 drags already wandering. What few songs the slot should fill. I almost whispered Raining in Baltimore, while his wasted time kept their eyes tranced still. With time ticking, I had to Floyd, while my longtime idol went to town. Then as East Coast America got late, I sang Lonely People as it all slowed down. Horse wasn't found, as at Lawyer Bob's, and we missed the rock our legal kid puts out. But we built on bond of brothers kindle. Guess that's what life is really all about. Idiocracy, number 1122. Actions speak louder than words. 30,000 plus CC debt. Nothing much louder than that. Not too much more that I regret. Pipe dreams litter past like turds. In love every time with all bet. I even use Yahoo Chat. Guest services fatally set. I speak good phrases in herds. Some philosophies I sublet. Ologies scattered like birds in this mind so prone to forget. Grew with the mathematical nerds, but was gone before I got wet. Guess worship has been in thirds. Rumored thought, false hope, and no sweat. I guess that's where we're going to go for today. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Poetry Palace TV. I hope there was something that caught your ear. Please feel free to check out the website, and I hope to see you again next week. Au revoir.